Hello viewers, welcome to Mathathon. Now for today's video, we'll be looking at profit and loss. Now what is profit? This is considered as the gain amount for any business activity, and we can calculate the profit or gain by selling price minus cost price. We can also calculate the profit percentage, and this is the amount of profit expressed in terms of percentage. And we can find this by calculating profit over cost price, and we will multiply all of this by 100, which would represent percent. Now, let's look at some examples. Now, we have here a shopkeeper bought a pack of pencils for $25 and sold it for $30. Calculate the profit and the profit percentage. Now, remember, I'm going to put P here for the profit, but remember we discussed earlier that to find the profit, what would we do? Great. So we would need to subtract the cost price from the selling price, right? And the selling price here would be $30 and the cost price would be $25. So when we subtract 25 from 30, we would end up with a profit of $5. Great. Now, for the profit percentage, I'm going to put PP, that's for shortening. And then remember, we find the profit percent by profit over cost price multiplied by 100. So our profit now is $5. Our cost price is $25. Excellent. And we would multiply all of this by 100. And because we are working with fractions, we can put 100 over 1 to put it in a fraction form. Now, if we are to simplify this, we can cross multiply. We can say 25 into itself goes one time, and 25 into 100 goes 4 times. Excellent. And then 5 times 4 would give me 20%. So here we have it. The shopkeeper gained a profit of $5 and at a percent of 20%. Excellent. Now let's look at the second example. It says here, on selling a table for $840, a trader makes a profit of $130. Calculate the cost price of the table. So now here we need to know C. I'm going to put C, which is the cost price. And if you remember, to find P, which is the profit, right? We would have S for selling price minus the cost price. But because we were already given the selling and the profit, we now need to find the cost. So we would use the same formula, but we would transpose to make C the subject of the formula for us to find the unknown, what we need to know. Now, the selling price here would be $840, but we want to know the profit, or the cost price rather. So we would take the profit from the selling price, and when we subtract that, we would end up with $710. So therefore, at the very beginning, the cost for the table, right, was $710. However, the trader had increased the cost by $130 for the profit, so that's how they got the selling price for $840. Now let's look at this example. Now Mr. Ben bought a bag for $85 and sold it for $100. Do you think he made a profit in his transaction? I want you to comment below, what do you think if he made a profit in his transaction? If he bought the bag for $85 and it was sold for $100, what do you think? I'm giving you a second to comment your response below. All right, excellent. Now if yes, then how much profit did he make? Now remember, for us to find the profit, I'm going to put P for profit. We would have to subtract the cost price from the selling price. Excellent. And he sold it for $100, which would be the selling price, and then it was purchased or he bought it for $85. So here he made a profit of $15. Excellent. Very good. Now we're on to loss. Now it says here that loss is defined as the difference between the cost price and the selling price. So as you see here below, just subtraction, as you saw difference, we are subtracting. And to find the loss percentage, it refers to the amount of loss in percentage. And as we mentioned before, for profit percentage, we would have the profit over the cost price times 100. It's the same thing for loss percentage, but we're just replacing the profit with loss. So to find the loss percentage, we have loss over cost price times 100. Now, let's look at an example. Now, Ron purchased a table for $1,260, and due to some scratches on top of the table, he sold it for $1,197. What would be Ron's loss? Now, I'm going to use L now for loss. And to find the loss, we would have to subtract the selling price from the cost price. So we would have to take 1,190. Oh, I missed that one here. $97 from $1,260. So Ron's loss would have been $63. Excellent. Now, as you recall, for the loss percent and the profit percent is just either profit over cost or loss over cost times 100, and this we subtract, otherwise we're necessary to find the loss and the percentage, the loss, sorry, and the profit. Now I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.